This video documentary was produced by ENG-LONG-HELASIA project with the support of NORAD in Benin, Ethiopia, Madagascar, Mozambique, and Rwanda. It has accessibility features.
Mbere yuko mbona aya mahugurwa ntabwo nari nzi ko umuntu ufite ubumuga afite uburenganzira. Sinari nzi ngo nubuhe ese ubundi yabuharanira ate.
Of course, advocacy is not for one day. We always push and push to different stakeholders and even to the community level.
Les personnes handicapées ne sont plus là juste en tant que bénéficiaires, mais aussi en tant que contributeurs pour donner le sens juste, la valeur de ce slogan, rien pour nous, sans nous.
A golden opportunity for ADF was my meeting with the UN Special Rapporteur on Disability. So that gave us a chance to tell him, to inform him about the situation, about our priorities, and also as a whole, the nature of the movement in the African context.
Through supporting organizations of persons with disabilities, the ENG-LONG-HELASIA project worked at different levels in advocacy. On the one hand, the Pan-African level, at the national level and the local level, in particular to sign and ratify the African Disability Protocol.
How have you worked on advocacy under the ENG-LONG-HELASIA project?
ADF, by its very, nature, we cannot directly go to, for instance, national governments. We cannot do it. What we can do is like capacitating our members and supporting them at different levels, like for instance with resources, technical provisions, advice, and also engagement through workshop and negotiation. So negotiating for like a certain particular rights is the duty of the national umbrella organizations and their members. There were different workshops through the implementation period of the ENG-LONG-HELASIA, and those platforms served as a means to advocate for the rights of persons with disabilities in education and also vocational trainings. Organizations of persons with disabilities outside the ENG-LONG-HELASIA countries are also benefited from this capacity because we think we should provide all and serve all in whatever we can.
We had only 7 countries, and now we're having more than 20 countries. So we feel that we are becoming stronger as we are working at a regional level. So they did a strong part in advocacy. We had a chance, of course, of joining African Union by making African Disability Protocol, where we had a chance of sharing mental health policy and sharing about best practices. So for us, we feel like it was a good move to raise our voice as PANPPD, to show the African Union of how we feel we need to be heard, and of course to have a loud voice to all the African countries to understand who are persons with psychosocial disability.
At COSP level, personally, it was my first time exposure at the COSP 15 last year. Several HI colleagues were with me to support me and advise me. I believe I communicated what we need at the African region level. In addition to that, I've got a chance to participate at different and yet very important side events and other meetings.
In New York, we had a chance of sharing our mental document to the UNCRPD, which we feel like it's a great achievement to show the document. We feel like it should be in practice.
Why is it important for international actors to work together with OPDs on advocacy?
HI has supported the ratification process of ADP, which is African Disability Protocol, that was initiated with the ADF, which is African Disability Forum. Through the ratification of ADP, federations has got opportunities to learn one from another on advocacy-related matters, and that has been an opportunity to voice together their concerns either nationally or internationally.
Nous on travaille avec et pour les personnes handicapées et donc les organisations de personnes handicapées. Pour cela, il nous est vraiment important à ce que les sujets soient portés par eux-mêmes, et donc on se positionne comme un rôle capacity builder pour qu'eux ils puissent réaliser les activités de plaidoyer. Ça c'est la première chose. Et la deuxième chose, pour assurer la durabilité des activités, il faut assurer un certain transfert de compétences vers les partenaires et donc les organisations de personnes handicapées.
What were you able to achieve under ENG-LONG-HELASIA project?
ENG-LONG-HELASIA a permis de rendre visible la fédération au niveau national et de la sous-région. À travers ENG-LONG-HELASIA, nous avons pu faire des plaidoyers au niveau local, des autorités locales, pour qu'ils puissent tenir compte dans leur politique, dans leur programme, de la personne handicapée. Je peux aussi ajouter les effets collatéraux. Grâce à ENG-LONG-HELASIA, il y a des réunions sous-régionales. Et à partir de ces réunions sous-régionales, vous devez voyager. Et nous nous sommes rendus compte qu'au niveau de notre aéroport, des personnes handicapées ont des difficultés à aller et à venir. Et là, nous avons eu le temps de rencontrer le directeur de la Société nationale de l'aérogare du Bénin et pour lui faire part de nos doléances, ce qui a été réglé. Ce qui fait qu'aujourd'hui, on n'a plus d'inquiétude lorsque nous voulons voyager.
Dans le cadre du projet ENG-LONG-HELASIA, le maire de la commune de Parakou a pris un arrêté portant création, attribution, organisation et fonctionnement du comité communal de défense des droits des personnes handicapées, des personnes de troisième âge et des femmes. Ce comité a pour but de prendre en compte les besoins spécifiques des personnes handicapées de la ville de Parakou. Grâce à ce comité, les personnes handicapées se sentent plus considérées. Elles ont confiance en elles-mêmes aujourd'hui et grâce à ce comité, elles savent désormais qui toucher pour régler les différentes questions.
When we start ENG-LONG-HELASIA in our country, Ethiopia, there is a poor disability inclusive education system, as well as health management and social aspects as well. We worked ENG-LONG-HELASIA project in Addis Ababa, Sidama, and Gambela regions. And now these regions are the sample for the remainder of the region, and especially on inclusive education. ENG-LONG-HELASIA really also helped out us, and especially in legal instrument development in our country to ensure inclusion of persons with disabilities. One of the most important documents we started is developing the National Disability Act, which is now in a final drafting and validation stage. And ENG-LONG-HELASIA really supported on gathering the people to discuss on the develop on the Disability Act as well. Besides this, also we pushed the government to provide a Convention on the Rights of Persons with Disability report for the committee, the Convention Committee based in Geneva. So now it's also in the final stage that the drafting report is finalized. We also get support to participate to ensure inclusion of persons with disabilities in political aspect as well.
We have capacitated in implementing this project in inclusive education policy and strategies. In that, the capacity of ENAP was developed, and we are able to address these issues to the concerned parties in Ministry of Education and others. And also, we are able to raise awareness of actors from education sector to better implement the legal frameworks in different levels. And we have also able to identify in gaps in implementing education policy and mandates in legal frameworks. So in this, we also raise awareness of these stakeholders so that they can implement effectively the inclusive education activities.
We learn a lot on advocacy of inclusive education from HELASIA, and then we shared this experience with others, and then we actively participated on the formulation of recent inclusive education strategy for the next 10 years. Now we are continuing having this advocacy for all thematic areas like for livelihood and other rights issues.
In partnership with HELASIA, we can highlight 3 successes. One is about ensuring that at local level there is an effective advocacy through the district task force established to make sure that there is accessibility developed. That's first success. We can highlight at the district level in Yamasheke and Rutsiro. Secondly, there is capacity strengthened for OPDs to make sure that they can advocate effectively. That goes with making sure that they can collect evidence-based for feeding the effective advocacy at a local level. That's not only for the 2 districts, but they might use those experiences and knowledge to advocate in other districts. To make sure that this effective advocacy is met, we developed an advocacy strategy to guide this piece of work around advocacy that might be used by the OPDs, Organizations of Persons with Disabilities, at local level, but also ensuring that they can collect evidences to feed national policy review.
By now, persons with albinism themselves know their rights and they can advocate for themselves at the local level, and we are seeing the changes. Even this project has supported us to approach local officials. By now, those officials from at district level, they are including persons with albinism in local development program, which is improving their living condition. Also, this project supported us to approach different partners. Now we have a partnership with other civil society organizations, and they are including persons with albinism in their activity, which is also contributing to improving their life condition.
Dans le cadre du projet HELASIA, nous avons fait un plaidoyer pour l'accès au fonds d'équité du ministère de la Santé, mais dont les personnes handicapées n'en bénéficient pas encore. Mais nous avons également aussi réalisé un plaidoyer sur la réforme de la loi 97-044 sur les droits des personnes handicapées à Madagascar. En mars 2022, avec le projet HELASIA, nous avons pu réaliser un film documentaire sur le vécu quotidien des femmes handicapées et sur leur volonté d'avancer malgré les défis auxquels elles font face. La diffusion de ce film alors a vu la participation de la première dame, des femmes parlementaires, des femmes ministres, des femmes entrepreneurs. Et tout cela alors nous a permis aussi d'avoir leur contact, car nous avons besoin de ces personnes influentes et importantes pour faire un lobbying dans le cadre de l'adoption de l'avant-projet de loi abrogeant la loi 97-044 sur les droits des personnes handicapées.
Dans le projet HELASIA,
En 2002, nous avons réalisé 2 activités de plaidoyer. L'un, c'est à la commune urbaine de Sakaram de la région Diana. On a sorti avec la commune une arrêté communal sur l'accessibilité pour les personnes handicapées, que ce soit au service ou service aux infrastructures. La deuxième, c'est pour la région Atsinana et Analamang. On a plaidé au niveau des autorités et les groupements des entreprises. Ils ont priorisé les personnes handicapées en cas de recrutement si le cas se présente. Ce que le projet ENG-LONG-HELASIA a changé pour nos membres, pour les accès aux services, surtout aux infrastructures au niveau des établissements recevant du public. Et aussi sur le recrutement, les entreprises n'hésitent pas de recruter les personnes handicapées s'il est capable de le faire. Nous avons choisi de plaider au niveau des autorités locales. C'est un peu courte l'étape à faire.
O FAMOD tornou-se uma organização mais efetiva nos seus processos de advocacia, porque o projeto, na verdade, tinha grande enfoque no reforço da capacidade do FAMOD em fazer advocacia. Então, a nossa capacidade de compreender o contexto, de nos organizarmos e de, acima de tudo, ter as pessoas com deficiência a liderar os processos de advocacia ficou bastante reforçada através deste projeto. Conseguimos produzir um instrumento orientador, que é o nosso plano estratégico de advocacia, e, acima de tudo, conseguimos a desenvolver algumas iniciativas como a advocacia à volta da proposta de lei de promoção e proteção de pessoas com deficiência de uma forma muito efetiva e que trouxe resultados como, por exemplo, a submissão da própria proposta de lei à Assembleia da República e a própria realização de um processo de auscultação sobre pessoas com deficiência em todo o país. Então, tudo isso seria muito difícil acontecer se nós não tivéssemos já uma boa compreensão sobre pessoas de advocacia e sobre a importância de ter as próprias pessoas com deficiência como líderes desses processos.
Um dos ganhos que a ENG-LONG-HELASIA trouxe foi a gente saber e aprender dos direitos humanos da pessoa com deficiência. Foi um grande ganho para a nossa associação. Conseguimos levar a nossa formação e tivemos um grande workshop onde juntamos muitos dirigentes, vários ministérios para divulgarmos sobre o Tratado de Marrakech. Então, acho que foi um grande ganho.
Why should youth be involved in advocating for the rights of persons with disabilities?
Abandi umwe mu rubyiruko rwahuguwe na Handicap International ku birebana n'uburenganzira bw'umuntu ufite ubumuga, kuzamura imyumvire ndetse no ku burenganire. Nabonye ko umuntu ufite ubumuga nawe afite uburenganzira bungana n'ubw'abantu badafite ubumuga muri gahunda zose, haba ari izo mu rugo, haba ari n'izo mu mudugudu. Ni muri urwo rwego nanjye nashoboye kuzamura ijwi mparanira uburenganzira bwanjye aho nabonaga nabuvutswaga. Tugenda mu mudugudu dukangurira cyane cyane urwo rubyiruko rufite ubumuga ubwarwo kubanza kumva ko narwo rufite uburenganzira. Rumaze kumva uburenganzira bwarwo, noneho tukababwira n'uburyo babuharanira kugira ngo babeho atari uko batekererejwe, ahubwo bitekerereze ndetse babashe no kwifasha gushyira mu bikorwa ibyo bitekerereje. Ntawe ubabwiye ngo ibi watekereje hoya ngo bigenze gutya cyangwa ndagufasha gutya, ahubwo byo bikava ku gitekerezo cyabo bakifasha gutekereza, hanyuma wenda umuryango ukabafasha gushyira mu bikorwa ibyo batekereje ariko atari bo babatekerereje. Bituma bashobora kuzamura ya myumvire ndetse banabwira n'abandi ko uburenganzira bwabo buhari kandi bugomba guharanirwa.
Motivés par le slogan Rien pour nous sans nous, les jeunes handicapés s'impliquent dans les actions de plaidoyer à travers leur participation active. Le réseau des personnes handicapées du Borgo, à travers son groupe des jeunes leaders, a sensibilisé les parents d'enfants handicapés sur l'importance de l'éducation des enfants handicapés. De façon personnelle, j'ai fait un plaidoyer sur l'art culinaire à l'endroit du directeur du Centre de promotion sociale des personnes handicapées visuelles de Parakou. J'ai tenu une séance d'échange avec les filles handicapées visuelles du dit centre sur leurs besoins et difficultés au plan scolaire et sur l'hygiène menstruelle. À travers les actions des jeunes leaders, la mairie de la commune de Parakou a mis sur pied un comité de défense des droits des personnes handicapées. J'ai mis sur pied également une organisation dénommée Éveil et Action des femmes handicapées du Septentrion qui pose déjà ses pas à travers le don des kits scolaires aux enfants handicapés.
I'm the one of the youth trained by HI through ENG-LONG-HELASIA project. I didn't know the right of the persons with disability and also how the persons with disability could speak out on their rights. After being trained, we have to make an action plan in order to increase the awareness of the persons with disability. The discrimination in the area where advocacy and community mobilization has been made were reduced.
What will the future bring?
Lots of wishes, because there are different issues. But the ADP ratification, advocacy, and support advocacy processes for ADP ratification is, I think, number one priorities.
We feel like we need to advocate and to raise or to sensitize other government institutions and other federations with different categories of disability to understand more about psychosocial disability. Also to, of course, to deal with the implementation of UNCRPD as well.
Nous comptons d'ici peu faire un lobbying auprès de ces femmes parlementaires dans le cadre de l'adoption de l'avant-projet de loi abrogeant la loi 97/044 sur les droits des personnes handicapées.
We will continue to do that with our member organizations, but putting more effort on early identification of children with disabilities. Then we'll continue to advocate for the implementation of the special needs inclusive education policy in Rwanda, so that we make sure that we sustain what we have achieved so far.
Le mouvement dans lequel nous sommes et que j'ai dit que nous venons de loin, nous devons continuer à faire des plaidoyers auprès de l'État pour vraiment que notre cause soit entendue. Le premier plaidoyer sur lequel nous sommes, voyez-vous, nous avons eu une loi portant protection et promotion des droits des personnes handicapées, votée en 2017, et donc nous continuons de faire de plaidoyer, parce qu'il ne s'agit pas de voter une loi, il faut bien que nous en jouissions. Et l'autre défi, c'est la ratification du protocole africain des droits des personnes handicapées, pour que ce protocole soit reconnu par notre État béninois.
Then, of course, we would love to see also African countries ratify the UNCRPD, and also to bring, and work on the rights of women with disabilities. So then there is rights to health services, education, and livelihood as well.